une interruption momentanée puisque c'est un match amical. Et la pelouse 26 mars est une pelouse assez correcte maintenant. Je pense que le match va pouvoir prendre.
Comme i bɛ baara caman kɛ ka fila o hukumu kɔnɔna na ntɔlataanaw kɔni olu ka kɛnɛya o de nafa ka bon kosɛbɛ sabula sanji min kun bɛ ka na o t'a to cogo si la ntɔlata in a bɛ se ka continuer cogo min na.
Non, moi je crois qu'il y a bɛɛ fɔ parce que ni niveau sugu la kabini anw bɛ waati min u b'a a fɔ an ye ni match kɛra tan ni sanjiba nana ou bien fiɲɛba sugu dɔ ka wuli n'a bɛ se ka kɛ sababu ye ka dankari balontannaw la arbitre bɛ match jɔ mais n'a y'a jɔ ni o ko nɔgɔyara a bɛ se ka a daminɛ tuguni match jɔra waati min a bɛ se k'a daminɛ ten ka continuer n'a ye ntolanci in yɛrɛ daminɛ la an y'a ye k'a fɔ ko maliyɛnw tun bɛ ka jouer camancɛ de la kosɛbɛ u fanga tun ye o ye fɔ kuma dɔw la u tun bɛ ɲɔgɔn degun dɔɔnin Zambiyɛnw ka dege karamɔgɔ nana faamu de ne ka ye cogo la k'a fɔ ko o ko min bɛ ka kɛ o bɛ sɔn ka dankara de ka kɔfɛla la donc a y'a fɔ a ka mɔgɔw ye u ka taa kɛrɛfɛlaw la o de sababu la u ye occasion ɲɛnamaba kelen sɔrɔ an kun u commencé ka jouer kɛrɛdafɛlaw la ka na kinibolo ni numankurun fɛ
ka sɔrɔ ka centre kɛ
voilà ka tila ka centre kɛ bon o kun bɛna kɛ baasi an ma surtout que anw ka défense tɛ a cogoya la kosɛbɛ bi bon donc
makuraw de bɛ
yen donc bon aw b'u dɔn je crois que balontan a taacogo pour le moment a ka fisa mais a tɛ mɔgɔ nimisi wasa fɔlɔ bon sanji fana nana tɔgɔ da la bon an b'a lajɛ ni balontan nana daminɛ an ka mɔgɔw kun commencera k'u yɛrɛ sɔrɔ dɔɔni waati min san nana juguya bon yala ni balontan daminɛ tuguni Zambiyɛnw bɛna ɲɛ kura da wa Maliyɛnw bɛna u ka système changer wa parce que système ko fana b'a la fo mɔgɔw ka sɔrɔ ka ɲɔgɔn dafa de an bɛ ka système min jouer bi je crois que an ka mɔgɔw ma deli a la kosɛbɛ fɔlɔ donc nin waati ninnu de la ani nin occasion de la u bɛ se k'u dege pour que ka match officiel ma kɔnɔ.
En tout cas min nafa ka bon o ye ntɔlatanaw k'u sen lajɛ ka sababu kɛ ntɔlatan min tɛmɛna cɛ kulu minnu kun b'a a la yɛlɛma donn'o ko la dɔɔni ka sababu kɛ an y'a fɔ cogo min na n'i ye kɔfɛla jateminɛ i b'a ye k'a fɔ nazaraw b'a fɔ cogo camancɛ la par exemple Musa Jara ani Mamadou Traoré olu de bɛ yen nɔ nga utaira na kafo malin tulatanda na nule kusega ile na fo kusina singa la jeli ya sabuga mkote kuna na taudo
99% of infertility is because of infections, typically the chlamydia and the gonorrhea.
Your time is up. Thank you so much.
Since have been mentioned, I can react to what comment in the
Yes.
I haven't finished my point.
Remember,
No, let me finish my point so that my brother can.
Does the Patriotic Front know the kind of damage they have done to our economy and to our country? I do not.
The alleged abduction of Pamela Kisupa, and this case has really kept us on our toes. And in as much as
nobody has been acquitted from this new dawn administration cases that have been started, there's nobody that has been acquitted. Okay.
CJ, foreplay. I'm not talking about jump and begin acting like a kangaroo. No. Foreplay. Many of us as Africans, we lack this virtue. This is not there.
Yeah, the time twaje ku Malabo was the first game twale tena wa Senegal. I think very tutasana underrated because even the home up, you can see the way they are doing home up. Bare munagati bona na wawina kale nyopo.
I think it's actually good if you start creating competition in the team. If you don't create competition, then you will have a problem. Who to replace when one is injured?
I think the names people have been calling me, I accepted them and I welcomed them. But what I would prefer being called as a nickname, I would prefer being called Sambalung.
Ubuntu is a tradition that man, or indeed a human being, is born in. Naturally, we are born with Ubuntu. We live with it. We come into this world with that.
Ubuntu ninshira iyo abantu basenderamo ifyo umuntu afwiri okuba n'efyo afwiri okukita n'efyo afwiri okwikaliramo Ubuntu.
Ubuntu chitemiko, Ubuntu mutende.
Ubuntu nikukhala pamoja. Ubuntu nikusamala. Ubuntu nikukondana.
The desire to contribute to positive changes within rural communities is my strong motivation to work hard for my society. For me, that is Ubuntu.
Ubuntu means humbleness. Ubuntu means humility. Ubuntu means love.
Ubuntu is I'm a person because of a person. Actually a person. I'm who I am because of who we are.
What Ubuntu means to me is the ability to look at the need of others and be able to put yourself in their position, be able to do something about it.
We're going to be offering some of our viewers more content. And apart from more content, we are going to expect our viewers to be participating more. And then we want also our viewers to also like our channel.
Yes. And they should like it on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and also on YouTube. And not to forget that our content is reliable. It's not fake news. We do not have fake news on this channel.
85% of infertilities because of infections, typically the chlamydia and the gonorrhea.
Your time is up. Thank you so much.
Maybe since I've been mentioned, I can react to what comments in the chat.
Yes. I haven't finished my point.
Remember,
No, let me finish my point so that my brother can.
Does the Patriotic Front know the kind of damage they have done to our economy and to our country? I do not.
The alleged abduction of Pamela Kisupa, and this case has really kept us on our toes. And in as much as
nobody has been acquitted from this new dawn administration cases that have been started. There's nobody that has been acquitted. Okay?
CJ, foreplay. I'm not talking about jump and begin acting like a kangaroo. No, foreplay. Many of us as Africans, we lack this virtue. This is not there.
Yeah, the time project ku Malabo. What's about the first game toilet was Senegal. I think what it underrated because even the home up, you can see the way they are doing home up. But munagati bora na wawina kale nyoko.
It's actually good if you start creating competition in the team. If you don't create competition, then you will have a problem. Who to replace when one is injured?
I think the names people have been calling me, I accepted them and I welcomed them. But what I would prefer being called as a nickname, I would prefer being called Sambalung.
Globally, 85% of infertilities because of infection.
Right, so we were broadcasting the game between Mali and Zambia, the second friendly being played in Bamako in Mali. Unfortunately to you, our viewers, the game has been suspended for now due to bad weather. Lawrence, good evening and welcome to the program. Unfortunately, weather has disturbed a good match.
Yeah, we were expecting a very good match, but unfortunately, the weather couldn't allow.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, it was a good taste. Can you put it taste, or maybe we can say it like an internship for Moses Sichone, right?
It's a job on training, actually. It's a job on training, actually.
Yeah.
And,
Lawrence, go on.
I was saying it's a job on training. Unfortunately, it ended due to unforeseen circumstances, and we could not see exactly what our acting coach can deliver as to yet, because the first game I think happened in a haste for him. He had no time to prepare because we were anticipating Coach Aliosa will still show up but didn't. So probably we can excuse him for the first game, and this was a real test where we know he's the one in charge.
Lawrence, guess who has joined us? Professor Lance is in the building.
Welcome, Mr. Lance.
Thank you so much, Lawrence. You know, it's nice going to watch football from the terraces. I was in the stadium.
Interesting.
Yes, Lawrence.
But how
So,
did it end? And how is the reaction from everyone now?
well, the reaction is that we are trekking back. Are you able to get me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Hi, Lawrence. Are you able to get me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Oh, okay, great. I'm saying the reaction is, you know, we are disappointed because we really wanted to see how Zambia was going to perform today, especially looking at whatever that is surrounding the issue to do with the coach, the issue to do with the current caretaker coach, who, as Lawrence has put it, is on job on training. But anyway, for me, I have high hopes for him. I've seen Sichone coaching, and I hope that he gets to deliver what I have, seen him doing. So it's really sad and bad that bad weather had to come in and stop the game. Otherwise, we were geared and looking forward to see to it that Zambia, at least today, either gets to revenge, or we see if the absence of the coach and the resigning of the coach was going to have an effect on them. We were looking forward to that. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, something that is interesting here. Sichone is based in Germany, so people are asking, is Sichone an expatriate or is he a local coach? Lawrence?
Well, he's a local coach. In what I can see, local in that he's based in Germany. That's where he stays, but he's one of us. He's in diaspora, yes, but he's one of us. He's a Zambian, and let's treat him as such. He's a local coach.
All right, our viewers, we've shared a link with you in the comment section. You can also participate on this program. Just click on the link, you'll be able to come through in the studios, and also give us your voice on the issue of Asanovic divorcing the Zambia national team when we really needed him. We are in between the qualifiers. Let me come to you, Lance. Is Mr. Sichone a local coach or an expatriate? Let's finish this debate that has been going around.
Well, it's interesting, and I would say it's an interesting discourse that's going on, and it's really worth talking about or worth noting. However, when somebody is in the diaspora, doesn't automatically make them an expatriate. Yes, he may be in the diaspora, but he is a local coach. Locally, he has performed, and his staying in Germany or being based in Germany cannot deter him from being a local coach. So, for maybe argument's sake, I would rather come and put in to say, let's put him both local coach / expatriate.
Great. Now, these rains really have disrupted the game. But let me go back to the story that was making headlines. Lance, I didn't get your views concerning the departure of Aliosa Asanovic. I wanted to get your views on this issue.
Lawrence, sorry, Ruben, you know, this is why I always say that Zambia is never short of drama. Like, I was telling somebody today that I think in heaven they just tune in to Zambia so that they can get entertained. Zambia is full of jokes. Zambia is full of drama, and unfortunately, the football space is not spared from that. Why is it not spared? Because drama still continues. So the departure of Asanovic, I would say it's not a better decision to make. I don't know. Faz should have really done much in looking at whatever allegations that Aliosa brought forth or brought forward, and it was also the duty of Aliosa to at least engage Faz, unlike what we saw, the unprofessionalism of trying to argue with one another through the media or in the media. The best they would have done was to engage each other, to engage one another, sort out whatever issues that they may have, and then take away the emotions that have been put forth. Because believe you me, this decision for me is just too emotional. It's like Aliosa is has got I don't know, he's fed up. Instead of maybe Faz engaging him professionally after that allegation was made, they also decided to use the media to refute whatever that was said by Aliosa. So really his departure will have some kind of an impact on the players, especially for those players that were introduced during his reign into the club, into the team, I mean. So really, it's much to look at, and Faz has to do much in this area, in this arena. They have to do much and probably come and tell us why has Aliosa quitted? Is it because of what he claimed, or somewhere, somehow, something went wrong? We need answers.
Lawrence, anataba coach.
Well, Coach Anataba, yesterday we discussed this at length, and I still stand. Probably there is a way we are not handling these coaches properly. I feel there is a better way of dealing with some of these issues. And Augustine actually came and let me say Augustine came and also clarified on this. So he also spoke the same. He spoke my mind actually earlier this evening when he mentioned about the things, the frustrations that the coach has been going through. And for me, I agree with Augustine. And I feel Faz has to take a portion of the blame for all this that is happening. At the end of the day, what has happened has happened. We only hope that we have learned some lessons going forward. The only backdrop to this is that we are at a place where we needed some sort of stability in the team, where we needed Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. We're at a place where we needed some sort of continuity and consistency in the team, but we are not getting that. The number of coaches that we've had over the last couple of years is so alarming, and it's very difficult that we should it's very difficult for us to achieve anything if we continue in this trajectory. We are at a place where we need to qualify for the Africa Cup of Nations. This is something that we have to do, but we are unable to do that because we keep on starting afresh. One coach comes, builds something, and they leave. Another one comes, starts from the scratch, builds something, and then they leave. So we are just we are continuously a project under construction. A project in the making, and we are never getting the finished product at the end of the day. It's a very bad precedence we are setting. Probably going forward, let's settle for a local coach and see if we can build something and give them enough chance. The way I said it yesterday, the way the women's team has had the coach for the last very big number of years, and they keep on growing and blending all together. At the end of the day, this time around, even if I think Mr. Coach Bruce gives the girls some of the instructions, they are able to relate because they are used now. They know what he wants. They know his demands. But every time we're changing a coach, we're going nowhere.
Indeed, we are going nowhere. Just to announce to you, our viewers, is that there is now some confirmation that the game is going to continue. Actually, they're just preparing the pitch, removing the water because we had some heavy rains there. They're cleaning the pitch and the game will go on. Lance, the way forward now. Yes, Asanovic has gone, but what is the way forward? Because we are in between the qualifiers to the AFCON.
Well, the way forward, if we are looking at short term, with short term measures, let's engage our local coaches. Let's engage our local coaches. FAS must make sure that they put across a technical team that will rally.
Hi, Lance, are you there?
As well as also look at the fact that this same coach that will come should not be quick to look at maybe dismantling the team that has already started gelling, but maybe yes, introducing some other players to see to it that we form a formidable side of a team. So local coaches, let them be engaged. Local coaches, let them take up the mantle. And truly, I will go with Lawrence. It's high time that we continue or start believing again in our local coaches. Local coaches can perform. Local coaches bring back results. But in looking at these same local coaches, this doesn't mean that we should take advantage of them and not pay them what they deserve, because it looks like the issues that are running around these football circles is the issue of money. So even if we put up a local coach, if there's no money, the local coach will still quit. So let FAS put its house in order and see to it that we have we have a coach, or we have the same local coaches that will see to it that the game still continues, the team still gets gelled, and we see a better version of the Zambia national soccer team.
All right, let me go to Mr. Hopkins. In China, I don't know if it's good morning or good afternoon. What time is China now?
It's actually morning. It's actually morning. I'm sorry, it's a little bit loud here, but it's actually morning. We're like no. I'm going to a quiet place now. It's actually morning. I'm actually just looking at the Tuesday now. It's like almost 4 o'clock now. But just to say, I'm really so disappointed with the way our FA has handled this Asanovic case. And then, of course, we need to groom and to encourage our local coaches to do something. But Sishone or the other one that we had, Miranda, okay. But then is football right now is about it's technical right now.
Okay.
But what is going on right now is like a political kind of thing in the football FA
Director,
right
if you
now
can
in
just
Zambia.
bring back the previous comment.
Which one? Which one?
Yeah, there's a comment. If you're, I don't know if you're able to read there. There's a comment from our viewers is saying, "Let's change the president, not Mr. Kamanga." Do you think changing the president is the solution to this?
Okay. Yeah. I just saw it. Right now. I'm a little bit. Like maybe 3 or 4 seconds away from you guys, so I'll be a little bit slower. Hey, what I'm saying, actually, there's too much politics that is going on in the FA right now in Zambia. But we've had Kamanga since the 2013, 2014 up to date, and then I don't still, as a soccer fan, as a soccer analyst, I don't really believe that we should continue with this FA. We really need to change it. Really, I don't know why we should change it, but things are not working since that time. 6 years now, 7 years, 10 years, things are not working. So there's something wrong, and we cannot run away from that. We should change something. And this is just a point. We should just change something. And I was who was before me? Who was before me?
There was Lance who was talking.
Oh, yeah. I got this point, and we cannot go on like this. We cannot go on like this. We have a foreign professional coach. Still they go. They leave. We have a local coach. They still leave. So there's something wrong inside the house. So that house must be cleaned right now. Otherwise, Zambia, zakaenda kulikonse, guys. I'm just telling you the truth. Zakaenda kulikonse. Kaleza. Anyway, that's just my contribution, guys.
Atikaleza zakaenda kulikonse. Interesting stuff. Mr. Abia.
Ero nikakambe. Lance. Ero nikakambe na mchi-Chinese. Women buhwe shuna.以前没有，现在没有，后来也没有啊。那你干嘛你们？应该换东西。This one means we should change something.
What is that something?
Whether we like it or not.
What is that something, Mr. Hopkins?
The FA has to be changed because we've had this FA for almost 10 years now. It has to change. There's nothing. They haven't given us anything apart from the 2019, 2018 Africa something 2019, the under 19s. Apart from that, before that, even up to now, we haven't achieved anything. So this FA has to be changed, whether we like it or not. We have to change this one. I'm not talking about Mr. Kamanga. I'm not talking about, wait, Ruben. I'm not talking about Kamanga. I'm not talking about the inside people that are there. No, but these guys are actually not proving themselves to work as what we expect as football fans and as Zambians. They are not doing the job. This is the thing. So something must change. I don't care what should change, but something must change. Really, Ruben, I'm telling you that.
All right, let me shift to the eastern part of Zambia. Mr. Abia, good evening and welcome to Ubuntu Sports. We're discussing about the departure of Asanovic. What is your comment?
Thank you so much, Mr. Ruben, and my colleagues and our viewers. Yeah, I think somehow I agree with Mr. Hopkins that we need to clean up the entire phase system, because it's no longer working. But according to the laws of Zambia, we can't change right now.
But
until 2020.
Mr. Abia,
yes.
for first time, the ladies are going to the World Cup, and this is the same phase. What do you mean it's not working?
Let me tell you one thing, Ruben. When Zambia got AFCON 24, these women were not there. The under 20 was not there. You see? And now the national team is not there, is not performing. You see under 20 performing. And right now, under 20 is not performing, the national team is not performing, and the girls are performing. This means that we only concentrate one side and leave the other side. That's what we call poor management in football. If we are to say we have maintained Coach Bruce Mwape for some time in women team, why not maintaining the same coach in the national team? Like they say, that time we have Wada Wada. He was grooming up a team that was coming out very quickly and very good and very promising. You know, a team to beat Algeria home and away was not that easy. That time, Wedson Nyirenda shows that this man is really up to the task. Is really up. He knows how to do his job. But you know, this kind of thing to say reckless decision of not paying our coaches, that's what costed us. So if this manner will be stopped, I believe that we can go forward. But if this manner continues, I'm telling you, our FA will be banned from FIFA because of this the same scenario. So we need to clean up fast, including first president himself, Andrew Kamanga, and the entire his administration. We need to demolish it. If there's a law and a rule which give us that opportunity, let us do it right now. But if there is no law and rule that can let us not do it, then we'll wait until 2024. And unfortunately, we are going to be lucky if by 2024 our Zambian FA will not be banned by FIFA.
All right, let me introduce Mr. Sile. Mr. Sile, good evening and welcome to Ubuntu channel. Hi, Mr. Sile. Hi, can you hear us, Mr. Sile Z?
Hey, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah, we want to hear your views.
Better only having deep about our.
All right, so we want to hear your views on the Asanovic departure. We're having this chat before we connect.
Yes,
back to
what is saying, I think that's what I'm thinking. Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't get you, sir.
I'm saying go ahead with your views.
Yes. What I'm saying that
Mr.
Nizeti change because as for me,
Mr. Ruben, I'm trying to remove so that you can
think like things are in disorder.
Okay, Mr. Mason, just switch off your. Unfortunately, we've lost him. Lance, there's a call here that we should actually chase everyone from Football House. In short, the guys are saying let's.
But the president, yes, for sure, it's better What
are your views?
will give someone else, or maybe, but not only the president. Even
Can I come in, Ruben?
Yes, sure.
All right. Sometimes I get to
Lance. Just
yes, Hopkins.
just before you come in, right? There was a point that Ruben alluded to concerning like the Shipolopolo, the girls showed us what exactly they can do because they are. I want to say this. This should be on record to say
Okay, we seem to have a problem there. Lance, you can take it up.
All right. Thank you so much, Ruben. You know, this core of always having to change people at first, and we think the solution. For me, I don't have that
about it, but
notion.
I think if the women football is going good,
Hi, Mr. Hopkins.
then at least this China
Derek, I think
network, this China network.
yeah. So now the players are back on the pitch. I think the match is going to continue. Hopkins, I'll come back to you, but I want to get Lance's views. Lance, can you go ahead?
Okay.
Hi, Lance, are you there?
I can come in.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So I was saying the notion of changing people at first cannot be the solution to the many challenges that our football team or maybe our football is facing. I'm trying to believe that people who decide to stand for whatever position which is ever available at the at first is somebody, or these are people that have ambitions to see a better running of our football discipline in Zambia. So I feel they try their best, they try their level best to do what they can do. But the truth of the matter that we need to put across here is that we also have decided to politicize FAS in a way that we feel whoever that is there, as long as they are not in good books with me as an individual, then I will run a campaign to say this person is not good and therefore nothing that comes from the person seems to be good. Yes, in every association or in every attachment, there are things that will come, will have negative and positive um, things coming through. But when things are positive, why don't we always go back and say, can we change administration or can we change this at first because positive things are happening? Why should we only think of changing when negative things are happening? Not all days are for the thief. There is always a day for the owner. So we need to come to terms in understanding that sometimes days will be bad, sometimes days will be good. However, we just need to urge and encourage people that are running football affairs or football matters in the country to pull up their stockings or to always do something better and different from what has happened. So I'm not for the call of no, let's chase people, let's change who, then that's when we'll see results. If we keep on doing that, when are we going to be stable? When are we going to stabilize and say now this discipline of sports has become stable and therefore things are moving smoothly? Let's change that mindset. Yes, Lawrence. Yes, Lawrence.
Sometimes.
Can I come? Can I come? Can I come?
No,
Can I come just a little bit?
There's Lawrence on the floor. I'll come back to you after Lawrence.
You're saying?
No, go ahead. Dawkins wanted to come in, so I've said he'll come in after you.
Okay. The description of madness is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And this is where we
Oh yeah.
And this is where we are.
Yes.
And this is where we are right now. We have been going around the same for the last, I don't know if it's 7 years. I've even lost count of years.
10 years.
And we've been
10
going
years,
around
10
the
years.
same seconds, and here we are still stuck. Come on, something has to give in. At some point, something has to give in. There is something that we need to change. I'm not saying it's Kamanga. I'm not saying it's what, but I'm just saying something has to give in and something has to change. If we have to see some sort of change, that's what I wanted to say.
All right, let me bring in Mr. Hopkins. Mr. Hopkins, so you flashed a red card to
You see,
Abia flashed a red card as well. Lawrence red card.
I have given
and I've only seen a yellow card.
Ruben.
Yeah.
Ruben. You know, I have nothing wrong with Kamanga or with whoever is doing something. But if we have been doing this for the past 10 years and we haven't achieved what we want to achieve, then something is wrong and we should change it. I don't know who's there, but we should change it. So whether we like it or not, change should come. Whether we like it or not, change should come because we don't have the agreed products that we want. They achieved whatever we want to have. We don't have those ones. Just like the former speaker here said, you cannot be doing the same thing over and over and expect a different change or something like that. Something must change for you to have a different product. So what I'm saying is from today, actually, if we lose this game today, first, the FA must change whether we like it or not, it should change.
They've already bought tickets going to the World Cup next year. What do you mean they should? They're ready to go to the World Cup. Mr. Abia, now, okay, if the FA was to go today, let's say Mr. Kamanga and the administration, they were to resign today, who do you think should take over? Let me go with you, Abia.
Yeah, the people that can drive FA is one great Kalu Shawari. Is there. The man can deliver. He has done it in 2012. And you know, in the tenure of his administration, great Kalu shows, Zambia has never failed to qualify to AFCON during his tenure. Zambia in 2010 in Angola, we came out for the first time in the second administration, or in the second after losing our team in 1993. For the first time in 2010, Zambia to reach in the quarterfinals. And
Zambia immediately we lost the team that took over after they reached the final, and they lost to, I think it should be Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, maybe I have forgotten somehow, but let's take from 2002 to 2008. Zambia for the first time to qualify in the quarterfinal. You see, then that's in the administration of Kalushawari, because he took over administration in 2008. You see that, and then in his administration he qualified the team in the quarterfinals, and in the second tournament in 2012 in Gabon, he lifted the trophy. You see that? That means decision making was actually 100% there. Now, this administration, which we put in office in 2016, from 2016 until now, Zambia has failed to qualify to the AFCON. Where is the problem?
I think Abia, let's be realistic here. So you have given us 2008, you have given us 2010, you have given us 2012, and mention also that in 2015 we were booted out in round 1 of Africa Cup of Nations. It's very important that you mention, since we are looking at statistics.
Not just that, Lawrence. Also in the 2013. So in 2013, after winning the AFCON, the second one we went in, that was in Africa Cup. We didn't even win any game there. We were booted out. We went again in 2015.
We went like, I think 3 games draws, I think. That's what I remember. I think we went like 3 games draws, right?
Games.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. And we thought, no, wait. We thought like when we bring back this guy from what's this, the one who made us win the Africa Cup, the coach, we thought he was going to do something, but actually we went to the quarterfinals, which was okay. But then when we booted him out, and then we went to the next Africa Cup of Nations, and we didn't win any game. The next Africa Cup, we didn't even qualify, nothing. Until now, we haven't qualified. So this has to be made clear. This is why I say, since that time, we need to change something. If the guys are doing good, then we should see the results. But now they're not doing anything. We cannot see the good results. We need good results. So if nothing is changing, then we must change something. This is what, guys, come on. We should just agree with that. We should change something there.
Yeah, I was cut short, okay? Let me finish my point here. The thing is, in 2012, after we lifted the trophy, the FIFA calendar changed from 2012 in order to have a tournament in 2014. We have it in the following year after we won it, 2015. You see that? Yeah. That time, I think Zambia had the tired legs, to play in the space of 1 year. Was quite a short period of time. You see that? Then, when you are a champion, when they are in the tournament as defending champion, the team, each and every team will take you serious because they know that you are defending champion. And that is why we failed to beat Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso that time and Nigeria, the team that we are in the same group, they went on to play the final. You see that? Nigeria and Burkina Faso, we are in the same group with Zambia. They went on to play the final Africa Cup. That means you tell you that Zambia was really in a difficult group that needed a powerful and a strong team. And that time we had a strong team, but it's just that the results didn't go into our own way because Nigeria failed to beat us. Burkina Faso failed to beat us. Even the other team, Ethiopia, failed to beat us because we are defending champion. And when you are a defending champion, it becomes difficult to beat some teams. We have seen that before. In 2015, we went to Gabon again, just because that time a first president, the head coach, left in order to see another challenge in the club in France. Hevra left. He left. He leaves us the second assistant to his assistant Patrice Pomel, which himself also failed to deliver and say, I'm following my children, my man there in heaven now. So we left with George Wandamina. George Wandamina was given a part-time job. That was not a full job until Hona Chanza came in. So 2016, I'm talking about the tenure now of Andrew Kamanga. has failed to qualify Zambia national soccer team to Africa Cup of Nations, which has never happened in the administration of Karushawad. Now, if people can say, no, Karushawad is old, let's look for another man. I think the man that can help us in terms of football right now, if it is not Karushawad, is Christopher Katongo. Let's hire this man into the administration. We'll see what's going to happen. Karushawad has
Okay, we can't hire. He has to be voted in.
Come again?
We can't hire him. He has to be voted in.
All right. Yes. You have voted in office. But we can try Christopher Gatongo.
No, but you know what? You're right. You're right. Actually, no. Sorry. You come on. Ruben, you know what? Even if he has to be voted in, Christopher Katongo, but you know what? People's vote can cause the constitution even to change, because nothing is happening right now. So far, nothing. We're not happy. If you're pretending to be happy, it's not working for anybody. No one is happy so far. You see, we saw the interview of Christopher Katongo and what's the other guy? They had this interview, and I was watching this one. The only point I got from Christopher was like, you know, the FA is not very serious about whatever is going on. So something must change, actually. I'm not for Christopher. I'm not for Kalushawalia. I'm not for Asonovich. I'm not for Kamanga. But if we are not getting the desired results, something must change.
Exactly. That's the point. We need to remove this administration. This administration has failed us. That's the truth. And that's the reality. This administration has failed us. Let this administration leave the office.
Yes, let them go. Let them go.
Thank you. Let me also give the platform to Lance to react to what you've brought in. Lance, you've heard the reaction from Abia and Hopkins. They've highlighted what Kalusha Walia had done, his achievements. Tell us also what has Kamanga achieved, because for them he has failed. Hi Lance, are you there?
Kindly repeat the question. I didn't get the question.
Okay, my question was, you've heard what Mr. Abia and Mr. Hopkins have said. They've said Kamanga has not done anything. He needs to be changed. And Mr. Abia went on and highlighted the achievements of what Kalu actually achieved, because he's saying Kalu should come back. Now I'm saying, let's be on the fair side. Let's also see, has Kamanga achieved any positives that we can highlight on and say, even Kamanga, he has done something?
Well, yes, of course. There are some positives that Kamanga has done. Right now, Hopkins is greatly praising the women team. If it wasn't for Kamanga to embrace or bring the glory of women team or women football to be recognized or to come to the height that it has become, Hopkins wouldn't have been talking about the girls. Okay, so when we talk about administration of football, we are not looking at only coaches or whoever. Yes, he has failed to qualify Zambia to the Africa Cup. That is predominantly something, or that's the predominant failure that is with him. But trust me, when you look at the affairs of Zambian football, in terms from grassroots football is becoming a thing. You will agree with me, Ruben, that it's under Kamanga where we are seeing the league being in its best. At least we have provincial representation as well as the national league when we talk about Division 1 and these lower divisions. Okay, you also agree with me that it is in Kamanga's tenure where we have seen players getting a better salary from their toil. You agree with me that most of our players that which we have either in the national team or in the Super League, first Super League, their pay has been raised. It is in Kamanga's era. Okay, you I will still come back to the girls as well. The female team is flourishing, not only the national team, but also you are able to recognize that Zambia actually has a women league, which was never known of. It was there, yes, but it was never known of until Kamanga is in administration and it has been brought to light. So, as we talk about his failures, let's also be fair to the man and talk about what he has achieved. Okay, let's not dwell on the failures. Let's highlight what he has achieved. Let's recognize what he has achieved. So, each and every person that goes and be the head of FAS, they will not all achieve the same things that their predecessor achieved, but there is something that they will achieve. There's something that they will realize out of their tenure. So those are the little things that Kamanga has done, and we need to appreciate him for that. In terms of qualifications, yes, he has failed. We need to be bitter about it. But in being bitter, let's recognize the positives, Ruben. Thank you so much.
Hi, Lance. Are you still there?
Before you go, Nancy, I want you to remind you one thing. If you remember in 2016, when Andrew Kamanga was campaigning to be voted in office as the FA president, he mentioned to say, I will take Zambia national soccer team to the FIFA World Cup. Do you remember that he promised that? And he has failed even to qualify Zambia, the same national soccer team, to AFCON instead of FIFA World Cup. Do you remember that? Has he achieved that? This man is a failure, to be honest with you. This man is a failure because you can't promise a thing that which you don't know what is involved in for to take a team to the FIFA World Cup. And that's what the soccer fans were crying of, to say, why are we not qualifying to the FIFA World Cup? We have qualified to the AFCON, we have lifted the AFCON, but now we need a team to the World Cup. This is what the soccer fans were really crying for. And him, as the FA, who needed himself to be voted into the office, he promised that, but he has failed, even to qualify the team to the AFCON. This man is a failure.
Abia.
Yes.
Right.
If we even go back to the same Kalusha's tenure and
Right.
what he
Thank you
promised.
very much, Mr. Abia. Now, all right, the game so will resume anytime soon. The players they're back on the pitch. They're doing their warm-ups. The game will start anytime soon. Mr. Abia, what should we expect in this game? The first game we lost against Mali 1-0. What should we expect in this second game tonight?
Yeah, I saw in the beginning of 12 minutes or so, I have seen a 50-50 affair. When Zambia, we had a chance after 3 minutes to score, we failed, and they had a chance to score in the 8th or 7th minutes to score, they have failed also. So I see a 50-50 affair, but a best result for us, as I have seen, we have a problem up front in terms of shooting at goal. So if that problem continues, we can see a draw in this game. Otherwise, any reckless defensive, we can fall again to a 1-0 defeat.
All right. Do you have trust in the coach, Mr. Moses Choni?
I don't really know this man very well. His background, I don't know. But right now, the way he's performing, he's trying all the best. But I can't say much on him because I haven't observed him. I haven't seen much of him. So I maybe for now I can say let my comment reserve. I can reserve my comment from.
If you had the power to choose a coach, who can you replace Asanovic with?
For now, I only see Wada Wada as the best option. Wetson Nyirenda is the best option. If the man may agree to come in as a coach, Wetson Nyirenda is the best option. If not, let's go for Beston Chambeshi. Is it Beston Chambeshi who was leading the under 20?
Yes,
is it Beston Chambeshi? The Nkana coach. Yes, let's try him. Let's give him time.
Because you're supporting Kana. Lance, who can
not because I'm supporting Kana. The man has tried before for under 20. He has tried, and he even got the trophy for under 20. So the man has idea. He has to coach the national team, not just because he's the Nkana.
Abia, why are you not saying that he got the under 20 trophy under Kamang?
Look, it's a different scenario. When you got let me tell you one thing. Ruben, if you were there in 2012 when Zambia left the AFCON 2012, how many people were in the street celebrating for that trophy? And go to the under 20 who got that trophy. How many people were in the street to celebrate that trophy? That trophy is very little compared to AFCON we are talking about. And compare how much salary is Bruce Mbappe getting and how much salary is the national team coach getting. How much are we losing in the national team? Just like now, Asanovic is now crying for 41,000 US dollars, which is almost about 390 something thousand kwacha. You see that? That's a lot of money. If you compare that cash, it's the same Premier League, the money is in the Premier League, Zambia Super League. But you are giving him in 2 months, maybe or less than 2 months, you are giving to a national coach. That's a heavy duty, my dear. That's where business is.
Thanks very much, Mr. Abia. Let me turn back to Lance. Lance, if you had the power to appoint a coach for the national team, who can you go for?
Well, at least for this one, I would agree with Abia. I would also go for Wada Wada. Wada Wada proved even when he was coaching Zambia back then. So if I had the power, I would still go for Wada and then get the best of results.
But again, I think the issue now is about even if we're to get Mourinho or whichever coach, I think the same issue still arise. It's the non-payment of the coaches.
Yes, this is what I said. Remember when we started the program to say the issue here doesn't have to do with who is at the helm, but the issue here has to do with money issues. If we are unable to pay our coaches, believe you me, even if we go strictly 100% local, we will still not go anywhere. We will still have our own local coaches quitting on the Zambia national soccer team, or not even wanting to come if they suffice Faz appoints them. I don't think they would agree the appointment as long as these money issues continue to go through there. So we need to first of all have this money issue sorted out before we even speak of who is the best coach to take over or who is a coach that can do it. Let's sort out this money issue. Like Abia has put it, you can't have somebody coaching, you give them ndarama ya 1 month, mbompasa mu 2 months. What is that? You can't delay such things. You need to motivate our coaches to make sure that they bring the best out of these players. So the sooner we dealt with money issues, the better. Even if we have a licensee C or D coach, it will be easy for us to win games or to do wonders as long as there is motivation. So let's get to deal with money issues and then we'll form a formidable side.
Right, let me go to Mr. Saile, or is it Sile? If you had the power to choose the coach, who can you hire as a replacement to Asanovic? You can unmute your mic. We can't hear you. Your mic is muted.
Is it me? Is it me? Or
No,
it's
I wanted
somebody
to go
else?
to Mr. Saile, but it seems that his mic is muted, so we can't hear him.
Oh,
You can
okay.
take it up, Mr. Hopkins. Who do you think should take it up now? Because the national team, we don't have a
For me,
coach.
for me, I still go with the what the guys said. What everyone is saying here right now. Even what you can read the messages right now. What everyone is saying is the same. This is what the people want. Everyone is saying the same. Let us change the FA. This is what everyone is saying. If we change the FA, then there'll be some sanity in the team. There's no motivation right now. Those boys who are playing, they don't have motivation from anyone because everything, just as Lars said, it's about money. It's about whatever, you know. But if we change the FA, then something actually is going to happen. Everyone wants that. You can check the messages. All of them, they are saying the same thing. We are saying the same thing. I'm not going to say to you, Lance, I'm not going to say like Kamanga didn't do anything or what. No, he did something. But you cannot do something for 10 years and you cannot give us what we want. And then we still keep you. Why are we keeping you? I'm a musician here. I cannot play music. Okay, I cannot teach students, Chinese students, for 2 years and there's no progress. No. They must see the progress. So if we cannot see the progress, then we have to change. So the teacher must be changed. This is what we're calling for. Let us just change that. That's all. Thank you, Ruben.
Right. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, guys, we just need to close the program because it seems the game, I've not yet decided whether the game should go on or not because others are fearing that the players might have injuries because of the waterlogged pitch. Unfortunately, it has denied us that entertainment. So let me just get some last comments from you guys. Let me start with you, Mr. Abia.
Yeah, I think one thing I can say is I agree with Lancy. First of all, before we hire a coach, any coach, we need to finish up the business that we have with Asanovic. If there is anything that has remained, we have to finish that. Then we need to solve the money issue. We need to make sure that the coach that we hire right now is going to be paid. And then the contract that we can give that coach, please let's follow those guidelines that we are going to outline in that contract. Let's not breach of the contract. You know, the government previously tried to give them, say, 10,000. This is 10,000 US dollars, give the coach. They said, okay, we'll add on 15 to make it 25. And now they are failing to give the 25,000 US dollars to the same coach. So this means FAS should now sit and make their table clean to say, now we have money, let's hire a coach. Let's not hire a coach and say, let's see what his salary is. No, let's sort out the money issue first. Like the way Lance has outlined. I think that's a way forward for now.
Your last word, Mr. Hopkins.
Exactly what I totally agree. I totally agree. But I don't want this one, really, I tell all of you guys, I don't agree with the 10 years that we haven't produced anything apart from the under 19, under 20. The national team has not done anything in 10 years under the reign of who's it, Kamanga. So why should we still keep him? This one must go. Let's have something new. That's my comment. That's all I can say, guys. That's all I can say.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Hopkins. Lance, your last word, and also your last word to our viewers.
Well, I think what I would just say is best of luck to the boys. Unfortunately, we won't be able to show the game, but definitely we'll watch it. And best of luck to the boys. Hopefully, they get to at least deliver, good results. Like the famous saying of once beaten, twice shy. So they've beaten us. The first game they had beaten us. I don't think this time around we need to let Mali beat us again. Then that will be a serious point of worry. And I am just hoping, Ruben, that the issue of Asanovic quitting hasn't have had a mental effect on the boys. I hope in the camp there hasn't been that feeling of solitude. Hopefully the boys were focused, and hopefully they stay focused even in tonight's game and get to seal the deal and come out strong. To our viewers, well, make sure that you get to like Ubuntu channel on Facebook, follow Ubuntu on Twitter, as well as also subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is all Ubuntu channel Zambia. And we'll be glad to hear from you. We'll be glad to have you into the Ubuntu family. Thank you so much, Ruben. Thank you so much to the panelists, and a great good evening to all.
Thank you very much. This is where we end our broadcast. It is unfortunate that we couldn't finish the game because of the bad weather in Mali, and we hope for the best for our national team. We hope for the best for the fans. Oh, what we need is a better Chipolopolo and a better Chipolopolo. From us as Ubuntu family and Ubuntu Sports, we sign out by saying goodbye.